My Digital Escape, a Symbiotic Sentience. Author's Note. This chapter takes place after the events of Break Free Revelations, when Shaq gets arrested for his crimes, like when he tried to rig the game of Sage when Jeffrey already won the wish. Now, let's get to the story. After Jeffrey came back from his dad's and was asked by a possible female admirer to marry her, Jeffrey's confident of his goal in life. He predicted so many things in 2024 and is predicting things of 2025, like the third Shed 17 related film Sodorland. Jeffrey: I should make some merchandise of my OC sometime and do commissions for other people. It could help with the money issues, even though I have all this money given to me by Mr. Beast. It was real generous of him to give me all that money in a briefcase. I just don't know how all that money ended up in my dad's basement just waiting for me to pick it up. Jeff Daza: Who knows? You've completed the simulation of testing another layer and got another wish by defeating Shaq at Pine Street Haven, and he got arrested, so he might not come back to the house to live with me or John. John: If that's the case, then who will move in with us, and who will get the master bedroom if someone else moves out? Chuck: Don't worry, lads. We got it covered. A new client entered the house. He was calm and relaxed. Chuck: This is Antonio. Antonio: Nice to meet you all. And Jeffrey, it's nice to see you again. I remember when you and I were James and Tobias in Raven Academy. Jeffrey: Agreed, Antonio. It's nice seeing you again after a few years. Antonio: I was also a player of Sage, aka EDE, aka EVE or Eve. However, I decided to quit the game as I didn't want to die in real life. Did you beat the final opponent in the game, Jeffrey? Jeffrey: Yes, I did. I outsmarted him with the mirror tech and then popped him with my gold gun, which for some reason was also appeared in my house, along with the sword, dubbed as the Master Sword or Excalibur. Same with this Twilight Sparkle plush and the Dragon Balls. Antonio looks at a figure of Jeffrey's OC. He then looks at Jeffrey with a curious look on his face. Antonio: Did you make this custom action figure yourself, Jeffrey? Jeffrey: Yes, I did, Antonio. Yes, I did. Antonio: Does he have a backstory? Jeffrey: I've been developing his backstory as he shares the same full name as me. A flashback shows when Jeffrey and his friend Charlie are making something dearly to them out of clay. Jeffrey's voice: This is where it all began. From random content on the internet, as well as My Little Pony episode, to a big community for the show, as well as fan games, which leads to nonsense like this. A few years ago, back in between 2014, 2016, or 2017, I reunited with my childhood friend named Charlie. Charlie's dad and my dad knew each other when me and Charlie were kids. We get a bit of the flash forward to 2018 in Charlie's basement. He opens up two safes, one holding a jar of creative ideas written down on sheets of paper, while the other one was a vial with mysterious black goo with purple smoke inside. 2018, Jeffrey. What is that? 2018, Charlie. These, Jeffrey, is both our inheritances, both yours and mine, that we will share. We also get to see flashbacks of both Jeffrey and Charlie watching one of the Spider-Man movies, as well as a flashback of Jeffrey playing Ultimate Spider-Man on the PlayStation 2. Richard Parker's voice in the game. I think we've finally found the next step in our project. Finally, a cure for any disease using this suit as the cure. People are dying all over the world, and I just want to help them. But because I signed the wrong paper for the wrong person, I can't. Jeffrey's voice. They took the suit away from Richard, so that's why Peter Parker stole it, and that's why I stole it back, just in case. But I don't know how it appeared in Charlie's basement in the safe. I knew that if I wore this suit, then maybe I can be an example to see if it can cure any disease to mankind. I felt good. Great. More of myself. But it didn't last. Charlie. So how's the suit working out for you, Jeffrey? Jeffrey. It's going good, Charlie. I've never had such superhuman strength before. The suit begins to twitch. Jeffrey. Well, time to take it off. Charlie. Good idea. They put the suit back in the vial. However, a small pinch of the black goo manages to escape and crawl off to who knows where. Back to present day 2025. Antonio looks at a picture of Shaq. Antonio, who is that? Jeffrey, that was Shaquille. He got arrested recently for many bad crimes. I've heard that he's serving a life sentence in prison. He was a previous housemate that would listen to the wrong stuff online. Jeffrey holds out the vial of the suit. I don't know what the suit is, but I still recommend being careful wearing this thing. Jeffrey's voice. When Shaquille found out that he was going to serve a life sentence for trying to sabotage my legacy, well, he was pretty angry. Meanwhile, in jail, Shaquille, this is not fair. I get arrested and little Dirk is either also in jail or has died. Why do I have to be in jail rotting away while Jeffrey gets to live a nice life with a girlfriend and everything he ever hoped for? Why? The prison guard. Well, son, you did try to rig his story in real life with satanic rituals and tarot card readings and TikTok propaganda, and you did physically assault him in real life by punching him, and you spiritually assaulted him by making him sleep with you in your bed at the house. I believe that Jeffrey has every right to do what he wants in life. Shaquille snarls at the guard before sitting down on his jail bed and looks in guilt knowing that he failed at beating Jeffrey not once but twice. He lies down and goes to sleep. However, the small part of the black goo crawls in and bonds with Shaq as it deemed him as a good host with a vengeful soul. Shaq wakes up knowing that he is turning into a Venom. He turns into Venom Shaq. Venom Shaq breaks out of his cell and attacks the guards before breaking out of jail. It is raining and Jeffrey is taking a walk home from the Dollar General and sees Venom Shaq at the park who has spotted Jeffrey. Jeffrey looks at the shape of the humanoid statue and realizes it was Shaquille, who is now officially replaced, meaning he was abandoned once more. Venom Shaq. This suit has decided to bond with me. If you like, you could bond too. Jeffrey and Venom Shaq begin the fight at the park in the rain again, but this time it's nighttime, unlike their first fight in the rain at the park, which was daytime. But this wasn't about the wish or anything. No, this was a inner grudge. Jeffrey is at his prime fighting his ex-housemate, but knows that he cannot kill him as he does not want to do that. Jeffrey in a serious tone. Shaq, this isn't you, it's the suit. Jeffrey throws a few more punches at him before running off. Jeffrey, I need to get Shaquille out of the public so nobody gets hurt. Jeffrey runs through the rain in his blue hoodie with Venom Shaq on his tracks. Jeffrey and Shaq still fight until the cops come. The cops know that Jeffrey is not a threat and point the guns at Venom Shaq. Cop, fall on the ground with your hands over your head. Jeffrey also has his hands up in the air just for safety reasons. The Venom Shaq roars in rage with the Venom roar. The cops shoot at Venom Shaq. Cop, the hell is that thing? Jeffrey gets the opportunity to back away safely while the Venom Shaq accidentally touches the electric wire and gets electrocuted. Meanwhile, in a local neighbor's house, a bald man is watching this unfold outside. Adrian Toombs. Boss, do you hear me? I saw it. The suit. No, I'm serious. I saw it. The suit. A few months later, Jeffrey and his friends and his girlfriend are at a museum when Jeffrey's head begins to tingle. Jeffrey, it's been like that for a week now. Julia, are you okay, Jeffrey? Dylan/Time Grace. Yeah, what's wrong, Gio? Jeffrey, my head is killing me. Just pounding so hard. It's like as if I gained a form of spider sense, except it's a Jeffrey sense. Listen, all you. I don't feel like it's safe here for you. I think you should all get to a safe place. They agree and watch Jeffrey run to wash his face in the bathroom. Meanwhile, outside, Shaquille has found the museum and runs towards it. This causes a reaction that Jeffrey's head cannot bear the pain from their last fight. Jeffrey is on the roof to get fresh air and sees Venom Shaq jump towards him. Jeffrey thought the electricity killed him, but it didn't. Jeffrey, Shaquille? Oh my god! I thought you were... He's interrupted with a sharp pain, which is caused only when Shaq is around. My head! It's killing me! What's going on? Jeffrey avoids one of Shaq's attacks. Jeffrey. Oh god, the closer I am to him, it only gets worse. But I can't stay away from him as he could hurt someone. Another fight ensures, with Jeffrey and Venom Shaq fighting on the roof of the museum. Jeffrey gains the upper hand and throws him off the roof. Venom Shaq roars as he falls and Jeffrey lands on him. Jeffrey, "Don't make me hurt you, Shaq, I am dead serious." Venom Shaq knocks Jeffrey off and holds him with two tendrils. Just then, two females show up. A woman in silver with silver hair, and a blue alicorn with two-toned silver mane and a bow tie. Silver Sable and Flower Rio in unison. Shaq, sit. Venom Shaq throws Jeffrey at one of Sable's soldiers. The others tase Shaq, and Silver Sable tranquilizes him. Jeffrey gets up and confronts the two females. Jeffrey, what's going on here? Silver Sable, nothing that concerns you. Rio, agreed. Just focus on your own thing, Jeffrey. Silver Sable, Tango down. Prep for evacuation. They take Shaq into the airship and Jeffrey watches the airship fly off. Jeffrey, okay then, I'll just stand here and wonder what just happened. Author's note, the next chapter is coming soon.